So you know how Korean can have words that are written the same way but have two different meanings? For example, 눈 for snow or 눈 for eye. Did you know that these are actually pronounced slightly differently than each other? Yeah, let's make things a little harder for Korean. First of all, what I'm going to tell you is not necessary that you know. First thing, just want to make that clear, so you don't have to stress about this. Originally in Korean, a very long time ago, Korean had tones. If you're familiar with the Chinese language, for one sound might have multiple tones and they mean different things, simply saying 눈 or saying 눈 slightly differently with different tones could either mean snow or eye. I'm glad that those went away. But there are remnants of those tones still around in Korean words. In fact, even in modern Korean, there are shorter and longer vowel sounds in the Korean language, which can change the meaning of the word that you're saying. Now, again, I want to make this clear. You do not have to memorize which sounds in words are longer vowels or shorter vowels, but they exist, so that's what I wanted to talk about today. First of all, a long sound is typically notated. It's written down with a colon after it. So if I write 눈 with the colon, it means you're supposed to make the vowel sound here, which is u, a little bit longer. You can think of it as two vowels. So instead of 눈, you could say 눈. Now, when someone in Korean says snow, they're not going to say 눈, they'll say 눈. Slightly longer, although it might sound exactly the same, and there are a lot of words that can have different vowel lengths and have different meanings. The good news is that Koreans will always understand which one you were saying by the context of the sentence that you're using it in. So you don't have to worry if you said that eyes are falling from the sky or snow is falling from the sky. Koreans will know what you're talking about. So let me show you a few more common words that have this same effect. 말, which means speech or words, or we can have 말, which means horse. I want to make one point before I continue. Koreans might tell you this doesn't matter and Koreans don't care and that Koreans don't even do this. That's not entirely true. Koreans do this subconsciously. They don't realize that they're saying it longer or shorter, but they do. And some dialects in Korean will make a bigger deal out of the differences than others. Standard Korean dialect, however, you can say either one and it'll sound the same. But even people living in Seoul, the biggest city in Korea, will still differentiate between long and short sounds when they're speaking, whether they can hear the different one or not. So here's one more example. 일, which means work. Another one is 일, such as day. So let's write the word Sunday here. 일요일. Koreans aren't going to say 일요일. They're going to say 일요일. But if they were to say that they worked, they'll say 일했어요. We can have 새, which means bird, or we can have 새, which means without the extra sound, which means new. If you were to buy a new house, you would say 새 집. 새 집을 샀다. I bought a new house. If you bought a birdhouse, you would say 새 집을 샀다. I bought a birdhouse. Another one would be 벌. With a longer sound, it means a bee. And with a shorter sound, it means a punishment. So if your kid's misbehaving, well, I guess you could give him a B too. Another really common one is the word to, which is running out of space here. E. E with a longer sound is to, while E with a short sound is simply tooth. When you're counting, you'd say 일, 이. If you were to say your teeth hurt, you wouldn't say 이가 아파, you'd say 이가 아파. Finally, I've said it many times, you do not need to stress about this. This is something that you're going to pick up simply by being exposed to a lot of Korean and practicing it. And if you ever use the wrong one, don't worry, your sentence will still make perfect sense by the context. So, if you have any comments, if you have your own questions, feel free to leave them in the comments section as well. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time. 그럼 다음에 또 봐.